Thank you, Mr. Speaker. 100,000 people had their votes for in the last campaign. This included Aboriginal citizens, low-income people, new Canadians, students, and people with disabilities. So the question is, why is the government making it harder for these Canadians to exercise their right to vote?
The Minister of Democratic Reform.
We're not. We're making it easier by requiring Elections Canada to advertise to these very people which types of identification are required to vote. The Leader of the Opposition gave false information earlier when he said Elections Canada indicated there was no mistakes. In fact, according to Elections Canada's own Commission report, there was a 25% error rate. The audit showed that errors are made in the majority of cases that require the use of non-regular processes. This is such a non-regular process, Mr. Speaker. The reality is vouching is not safe, it is not secure, and after the Fair Elections Act is passed, it won't be allowed.
The honourable member for Toronto-Danforth.
Mr. Speaker, the Supreme Court said that there was no evidence that any of those irregularities occurred with people who did not have the right to vote. So this is an absolute red herring. On another issue, the Elections Commissioner is moving to the Director of Public Prosecutions and away from the Chief Electoral Officer. But the Chief Electoral Officer is appointed to and responsible to Parliament. But the DPP is appointed by the Attorney General. So why is the government removing parliamentary oversight from the Elections Commissioner?
The Honourable Minister of Democratic Reform.
I recommend the honourable member read the Director of Public Prosecutions Act, because if he did, he would know that he and every single member of this House has the responsibility to vote on removing a Director of Public Prosecutions. The government cannot fire him by itself. That is the responsibility of Parliament. In fact, his very appointment has to be approved by a committee that has members from each political party, 2 senior public servants, and a member of the Law Society, and then his appointment is approved by an all-party committee of Parliament. That is accountability, and it is also independence.